Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and the next review I want to do for you is the fourth figure from the Halo 4 4-figure box set that just came out. This is the Elite Zealot. This is a quick shot of the packaging. That's the back of it right there. You can see the figures that are out now, some that are coming in the future, and some other figures that you can look for from McFarlane. And then the front of the packaging, just a big window with the four figures, and then some artwork across the front. I think this was $44, so a pretty good deal for four figures. Anyway, let's talk about the figure because that's what's important here. This is the Elite. Very, 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 very nice figure right here. Great size to him. He stands 7 inches tall, so huge figure. Just as a quick reference, compared to Master Chief, towers over him, and then compared to the Grunt, really good size figure. Paint application is great, tons of detail, sculpt work on par with the paint. Really nothing to complain about in that regard, except for one thing. I don't know if this is actually something to complain about or not, but when you take his helmet off, the head of the Elite doesn't match this at all. Now I assume that's because this is like body armor type thing, the under armor part of the suit, and this is just the Elite's skin, but it looks kind of weird. So maybe, I don't know, I'm betting it looks like this in the game, and so it's okay, and it makes sense. Like I said, it just looks kind of weird. I would definitely recommend you just leave the helmet on, but overall the face paint looks great. You can see his teeth in there, his eyes, his mandibles. The only thing I don't care for is how obvious it is that the mandibles are just glued on. It's kind of ugly, but like I said, keep the helmet on, and you don't have to worry about any of that stuff, because the helmet looks great. Let's talk about articulation. We'll leave that off for now so I can do this. The head is on a ball joint inside the neck socket. Almost no motion though, other than rotation. The neck is on a ball joint as well. Same for the old school, not old school, but the older Elites. Very limited motion, just a little bit forward or up and down, and then a little bit side to side, but it's mostly just the swivel. You can't really rock it too much, just the swivel right there. But that's okay because he's got a lot of armor on, so it's plenty. He's got the same type of shoulders as the Spartans. It's a ratcheted ball disc. The thing that I really like is he's got great range of motion. The way they put the armor on there, he's got plenty of motion, so that's fine by me. It's pretty nice. He's got the, his elbows are actually like the Spartan knees. It's a ratcheted ball disc, but it only swivels at the one spot. So it swivels there and ratchets. It does not swivel down here. There is a forearm cut joint though that lets the arm swivel. Of course, everything doesn't line up perfectly because it's a cut joint, but it's still there, so that's nice. There's a hinge in the wrist and a hinge in the fingers, so he can hold his accessory, which is a new energy sword, which is translucent. It's very nice, and it has the little electricity paintwork on there, and the hilt part is painted and sculpted nicely. There's a weapons peg hole there, and it comes with a weapons peg. Of course, you're probably not going to use it because the sword's already engaged, but either way, it's a nice sword, and you can hold it fairly well thanks to the articulation in the hand. It's not the best. It does fall out sometimes, but he does hold it okay, so that's fine by me. He's got a ball joint torso joint. I gotta figure out a better way to word that. He's got a ball joint in his torso. Whatever, it works. It rotates. It doesn't have too much going on, but it does have a lot going on side to side, so that's nice. Forward, backwards, pretty limited. That's why I said there's not too much going on, but side to side is pretty cool, and that might make for some nice posing with the energy sword, so I do like that. The hips are old school ball joints, so it's just a ball peg with a socket. Almost no range of motion really, other than the swivel on that. That's okay though, because his legs are pretty bulky. I would probably suggest you just keep them mostly upright. But the sculpt work on this is really, really nice. There's tons of detail, and I do really like the new character design. I wish he had a little bit of armor. Hopefully he does. There's another version in the game where he does, because his leg and his torso armor is really cool. Let's talk articulation though, like I was supposed to be doing. He's got the same type of joint in the elbow or in the knee as he has in the elbow. It rotates in one location and has a ratcheted hinge. Very limited though. No articulation here, just another ball disc in the ankle This is the same as the Spartan's wrists or their ankles or their elbows. It rotates at the top and at the bottom and is ratcheted. It's fairly limited though due to the sculpt, but still the sculpt work is just really cool and it's a great design. So very cool figure, probably the coolest out of the batch. Definitely recommend you pick this up. He will also be in a single carded package and in another box set. So like I've said in the other videos, if you don't want to get this box set, you're probably okay if you want this figure, because he will be at retail again. But it is a really nice box set and comes with great figures, so I do recommend it. Very, very cool figure. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching these new Halo 4 figure reviews. Stay tuned for some other reviews and some more Halo 4 stuff coming in the near future. And in the meantime, keep collecting.